What if I told you Sanskrit speaking Indians knew something 4,000 years ago that could have make AI 50% cheaper today? Every time you use ChatGPT, you charge back the token. Think of token like a chunk of text. The more number of token you end up using, the more it costs you. But here's where it gets interesting. A 2026 study actually tested how many tokens it takes to say something in English, Hindi, and Sanskrit, and it found that Sanskrit needs 50% fewer tokens than English to convey same meaning. And all the credits for this actually goes to a man named Panini, who 4,000 years ago sat down and wrote 4,000 grammar rules for Sanskrit so precise and so compressed that a single Sanskrit word could carry what English needs an entire sentences to say. And by the way, this isn't a new observation. Back in 1985, a NASA scientist named Rick Briggs published a paper pointing out that Sanskrit grammar's structure is almost identical to how AI represents knowledge. Ancient Indian grammarians had developed a way of breaking down sentences into nodes and relationships in a structure that modern AI independently reinvented thousands of years later and now calls a semantic network. So the West spent decades building this from scratch, while Panini had already written it down in 500 BCE. But here's the twist. When you actually use Sanskrit in GPT today, it charges you 2.5x more than English because GPT's tokenizer was trained mostly on English. You got it right? So it can't read Sanskrit efficiently. I think it is pretty ironic that the most token efficient language on earth is being penalized by a system that would have benefited most from it. Not very capitalistic of Silicon Valley, right?